howdy and what's up. As you may have heard, the new Deadpool movie is out and I'm a fan of everything nerdy. This here is a case of I saw it and now I draw it. I wanted to do a couple of Wolverine Deadpool fighting scenes since it wasn't too spoilery and I could practice drawing multiple people interacting with each other. I wanted to do a full spread of this movie, so my goal was to fill up everything with barely any white spaces. As you can see here, I'm laying down the bottom sketch with pencil so I can come back through with a pen and have a clean outline. Back in college, I used to draw Deadpool a lot because black and red ballpoint pens were easy materials to get a hold of. I think I even gave a friend a temporary tattoo of Deadpool. That's why for this picture I decided to use ballpoint pen just like the old days. I've said it before, but ballpoint pens are a really good art supply because they give a good light and dark values and they're hella cheap. If you're looking for figure drawing practice, I recommend Deadpool and Spider-Man because of the body tight suits and dynamic poses. You can really figure out how to proportion everything. First picture I chose to start was really just to get the composition going. I don't really plan what goes where, but this picture felt like a good beginning to the spread. It's a picture of Deadpool with the shadow of Wolverine looming over him. Just know that even though we can't put the song in the video, I was truly bopping to Bye 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 on my headphones while drawing. For those of you that don't know, Justin Timberlake used to have ramen noodle hair and sing in a boy band called NSYNC, and they were my favorite. Most of the time I don't really like the drawings I do while I'm drawing them, but you just trust the process. I tried to put a border around this picture because it felt awkward to leave it open. Typically when I do spreads, I like to follow a rule of 3. 3 pictures, 3 sizes, 3 styles. It gives the page some variety and it feels like you gave the composition some thought, even though, let's be honest, I didn't. The picture that I'm drawing here will be the large, and the picture I drew before will be the small. Because the goal of this spread is to fill the whole space, I ended up adding extra pictures later on. When I start a picture, I like to get the major shapes blocked in, and then I add details in little by drawing in layers. When the sketch is done, you get a feel for which lines are really important and everything is ready for line work. I finally wisened up and started using a red color pencil to do the sketch. Even if it doesn't erase as well, whatever is left over can blend in with the colors that I use. I'm gonna skip the line work here because I think it's boring to watch me trace what I already drew. Like with the sketching portion, I color everything in layers. I lay the groundwork by blocking in the base colors and I come back through for the shadows and highlights. I really should work from the background to the foreground, but I think I got excited and jumped the gun on coloring in Deadpool. I had to be especially careful with the yellow by the time I got to Wolverine in the back. I started wearing hats when I do this type of video because my frizzy curly hair keeps winding up in the shot. Eventually I want to build my desk setup because as of right now, I'm straddling a tripod and I keep bumping into it while I draw, or I wind up in the shot and the camera focuses on the back of my head. I already have a plan, but I need to get some materials and 3D model the brackets I need to make it work. I may make it into a video since it will require some engineer work. Comment on this video if that's what you want to see out of this channel. Speaking of other things on this channel, the cowboy centers I drew for my husband has sparked a lot of excitement, and he is now writing a novel for a fantasy western story. He has a few chapters and is wondering if that would also be something people would want to watch. In which case, he will debut the story on this channel, and this channel will be a mix of his projects and mine. My husband is a software engineer, so we may get a bigger variety of projects with him on the team. And that way we can alternate between us and my schedule for recording and editing can be more lax. While I had the markers out, I colored in the first picture because the red was so vibrant and I couldn't just not do it. The ballpoint pen shading still works with the marker, so my work wasn't lost. It's just prettier. I've run out of things to say, so I guess you can just enjoy a montage of me drawing. As we round up to the end, you will notice in the final shots that everything is more finished than where I stopped filming. That's because I'm using my phone to record, and when it reaches capacity it stops recording on its own, and I don't find out until later. I eventually want to get a camera that isn't my phone, or use a program that will allow me to record from my phone but save directly to my computer. I'm still learning the best ways of producing videos, so hopefully one day we can look back on how primitive my setup is and laugh. With that, take a look at the final shots. Be sure to like and subscribe to see more art and stuff, and let us know in the comments if the fantasy western is really something you want to know more about. Other than that, I will see you when I see you. Bye!